Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and I hope you are all in good shape, healthy and safe. Yes, it's been really a while again. I think it took me a month or so since the last video and I apologize for that because I was really occupied with work and some personal stuff back home. My mama is sick and I had to channel my emotion knowing that I am here and she's miles away. I was actually surprised because I thought I am really accustomed and I am used to being far from her. But now that she's sick, I wanted to be at her side, but I can't. So I had to channel that emotion so it won't affect me and I needed time. And I took the time. Here we are. As you can see, I haven't got my hair cut yet. I am still very reluctant to go to a barber shop to have my hair done. And that is because I still don't have the need to do so because most of my meetings are done in Zoom or online. So I just have to tuck my hair with a gel after showering and, you know, keep it simple. So for now, we're going to repot our new plant, which I have acquired last month from a good friend. So come and join me, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. And stay tuned. So here I am. I have just stepped up a little bit to be able to take the hanging part of the variegated string of hearts, so we would be able to transfer this a bigger pot. All right, so look at this beauty here. I'm not sure if you're able to see it because of the light. There are new growths already right here. You can see that. Oh, it's a beauty, right? So I needed to transfer this. Well, we are back here on my desk and we are going to transfer this variegated string of hearts to a bigger pot. I just got this one for almost a month now from a good friend. Uh, I was actually looking this for a while and I think it's around 1 year and a half since I started looking for this one and I wasn't lucky to be able to have it until last month. And I was really happy when I've got this because this is one of the rare plants here. So right now it has grown its length and its trails are actually, growing already for a few inches, and base here on the top you can see the growths are exploding already. So I'm thinking that it's better to move into a bigger pot. So just like life, it's actually better to move on, to move to a better space and then grow into a much better plant afterwards. So bear with me. I'm to remove all this hanger here. This is easy because this is just like a clip over here on the sides. And this particular plant is semi-succulent because they don't love water. They don't like soggy and wet soil. So they prefer a little bit drier. But of course, like any one of us or like any other plants, they don't like to be super dry. Everything needs water. So don't forget to water your strings of hearts once in a while, but never leave it in a soggy and wet soil because it's going to rot. All right, so here we go. So I have removed the hanger and this is how it looks now. See, look, there are new growths sprouting, trying to give more room for this so it will be able to thrive beautifully. So as you can see, yeah, they're gorgeous little hearts. It's like full of love. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit this container here in order to release and pressure on the soil inside, so it would be easier for us to take off the plant out of it. So just be gentle because you might be able to to strip off or to cut some of the leaves and you don't want that to happen. Okay, that's enough for now. And I have actually prepared this bigger pot with soil in it, and it's a mixture of compost, perlite, and the garden soil that I bought from the groceries nearby. So I hope this is going to be enough soil, otherwise I'm gonna add some on top of this variegated string of hearts. Okay, so here we go. Earlier we have squeezed on the sides of the pot to put pressure on the soil inside this nursery pot of the variegated string of hearts. So hopefully we will be able to pull out this plant seamlessly. Oops, one moment. So you really have to be careful not to cut any of the strings because you will regret it. Oops, okay, here we go. Look at that. It's a beautiful uh, root system. See? I'm not sure if you can see that, but I don't want to disturb this. I'm just gonna transfer this one automatically right here and do the adjustments afterwards. Oops. Oops. Careful. Let's take this one aside. Oops. Whew. That was tense. Okay, so here it is. As you can see, it's already on the top of the new pot, but you can see the spacing here that we need to drop this off inside in order for it to have to be in the level of this. If you can see it here, this is clear. So this is the root system of this plant. They are beautiful, they are thriving, they are healthy, and usually try to cut some of the soil from the bottom of this plant when transferring, but this I don't want to ruin the root system of this variegated string of hearts, so I'm just gonna transfer this one as it is into this bigger pot. So what I'll do is just because since there is more soil here, I'm just going to take some of these out and transfer that to the smaller pot. Oops. Okay. Lift them up to the air or just put it on top like that, gently though, while we're going to secure the sides of the pot. So in here there are spaces to fill in with soil, so let's just do it gently and lifting up the strings of these plants up is the best way or a better way to fill in these spaces here. Make sure that you have a proper mixture of soil and perlite just to make sure that the soil will have a better drainage once it's all filled in. So because this particular plant, as I have said earlier, doesn't really like to be for wet soil, so this is actually drought resistant, if I could say that, but sometimes we just have to really be observant for the need of our plants in order for them to grow beautifully. But it's better to keep it dry than overwatering. It's easy to kill a plant by overwatering. So that's enough for now. I'm just going to do that like that. I'm not sure, so because I have to make spaces, just don't push them without checking the spaces in between because you might going to break some of the strings from the top. So as you can see, that's how we are going to fill in the spaces on the sides of the pot, and then with new soil. So I'll proceed with this. I have kept another one over here. Yes, I'll just fill it in here again. I'm just gonna fill it more. Okay, like that, making sure that, you know, that's actually enough soil for them to hold on to. So I think that's it. I think that's okay. All right. So all the sides are already filled in with soil, and time for the strings to be let down. And it's going to be another few minutes of untangling and letting this one hang for its life. So yes, this is it now. It's bigger. It has more space to grow. I kind of enjoy this one because for me this is therapy, and it's coming down. This is what I love about gardening, because every process is helping you to to be focused, to be calm, to be relaxed, and then while you are doing it, your mind is also working, and it's one of the best moments where you can really think of your plans outside, or you could just basically enjoy the moment of untangling the strings or even cultivating the soil. So that's about why I love gardening for the first place. So here we go. Let's join hands to untangle these strings, and then let's see how it goes.